of, oh, if you have 5 or more, you have to round up the next number, that still applies. So, for example, I have 13,945. I am told to round this up to 4 significant figures, 3 significant figures, or maybe even 2 significant figures. That rule still applies. I take the first 4 figures, right, and look at the last number. The 5 after it means I have to take this number and go up by 1. So, our answer will be 13,950. So that means if there are 5 digits, there's 5 digits in kind of like my starting point, let's just say. The rest of these answers of me rounding it up of the significant figures also have to be 5 digits. So when I take the first 4 figures, because I'm rounding it up from 4 significant figures, the last number, because I have to keep with the 5 digits, has to be 0. Because there's this concept that 0 doesn't count as a significant number. So I have rounded up 4 significant figures of this number, but I'm keeping the 0 at the end to keep it as 5 digits. So 13,945, I have to look at the 3rd digit. So the one after it is 4. No, that's not higher than 5 or even 5. So that means I don't have to round that up. So it's just going to be 139. And like I said, I have to keep it as 5 digits. I have to add 2 more zeros to keep it 5 digits. But there's only 3 significant numbers. So keeping that concept in your head, digits and significant numbers. There are 5 digits, but only 3 significant numbers. Zeros by themselves don't count as significant numbers. So 1 and 3. Now, that 9 that comes after the 3, that is higher than 5. So that means I'm going to have to round this 3 to a 4. And now I need 3 more digits to make up the 5. So I'm just going to fill that in using 0. Now, as we can see, I've rounded up 13,945 to 4 significant figures, 3 significant figures, and 2 significant figures. But they all have in common of 5 digits. So from this, I can round this to 3 significant figures, 2 significant figures, and 1 significant figure. When a number 0 is between 2 numbers, that counts as a significant number. So in this case, yes, there are 5 digits. We have 5 digits here, but that also means that I have 5 significant numbers, including this 0. But if I were to compare this to, for example, this number, 14,000, there are 5 digits, but only 2 significant numbers, because these zeros, they're not in between 2 numbers. So if I want to round this up to 3 significant figures, okay, right, so 70,425. I have to look at the first 3 figures, right? What comes after it? 2. Okay, I don't round up any of it. So that means 704, and I still need that 5 digits. So I'm going to fill in those 2 missing digits with 0. And there I have it rounded up. Now, if I need to round it up to 2 significant figures, I have to apply the same. So I'll look at the first 2 figures, right? Because 0 counts as a significant figure. Look at the 2 significant figures, and 4 that comes after it is below 5, so I don't round it up. So it will be 70, and since there needs to be like a filling of 3 more, I'm going to add 3 zeros, and that's it rounded. Now, if I want to round this up to 1 significant figure, I look at the first figure. What comes after it? 0. That's less than 5, so I don't round this up. So I'll leave it as 7, and I need 4 more figures to round it up, and that's my significant figure of 1. So it's okay if you get the same answer for one of them. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong. So if we look at these, right, I've rounded up these 2 examples using significant figures. They both have in common of 5 digits. The starting number has 5 digits. The answer of all of them has 5 digits. But it's different with significant numbers, right? This has 1 significant number, 1 significant number, 3 significant numbers. This also can be applied for decimals. So another example, I have 45.02. This number, and I need to round it up to 3 figures, 2 figures, and 1 figure. I can apply that for decimals too. The same rules apply. If there is a number 5 or higher, you round up the next number, but if there's a 0 by itself, it doesn't count as a significant number, but if there is a 0 in between two numbers, that counts as a significant figure. Those are the three main things you really have to think about when talking about significant figures. That still apply for decimals. So I want to round this up to three significant figures. So I look at the first three figures, this counting as a figure, right? The last number is a 2, that's under 5, so I don't round up anything. So that will be 45.00, or you can just leave it as 45. And now if I want to round this up for two significant figures, I do the exact same. I look at the first two, what's the number after? It's less than 5, so I don't round it up. 45.00. Then again, the answers are the same, that's perfectly fine. Now I want to round it up to one significant figure. So I look at the first figure, what's after it? A 5. So that means I have to round it up to the next number. So 4 becomes 5, and I leave it as a 0 because I need those 4 digits.